As we continue into the new year, I'm left reminiscing on the past year of figures. Now, mostly because figures that I have currently got to take a look at, I did receive after Christmas, so I'm a little late to the game with those. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be looking at any of the new United stuff just yet. We'll probably take a look at some of that in about a month's time once I eventually get a hold of the Tiger Hawk. There is one that we did receive last year that I definitely want to take a look at. It's Inferno. Beast Wars Inferno from Legacy. Let's go and take a look at this little weird dude. And here we have the crowned court jester himself of the royal court. Yeah, Inferno was a bit of a weird one in the animated series. He was definitely quirky. He was very, very quirky during the series. But I must admit, this rendition of him, this version of his Ant mode looks gorgeous. I'm not a huge fan of the baby blue used for these front pincers, but the metallic blue certainly works for the rest of the figure, going with that proper on-screen motif. But honestly, the airbrushing on the top for his back looks gorgeous. All the detail, all the molded detail with the shading, it looks gorgeous for this guy. Of course, he's got his big, bright blue bug eyes, his little antennas up front. This guy definitely looks the part. He is a nice little representation of that on-screen appearance of Inferno. Articulation-wise on this guy, his antennas do go up and down. His pincers can go in and out, which is more for transformation, but it's a nice little bit of articulation for this guy. His front legs can go up and down. They are just on a hinge just under there, so they can move about however you wish. His middle ones are just on another hinge just there, so they can go back and forth. And his back legs are on a double hinge, so you can get a nice bit of movement there. You can even make him look dead if you want, or you can just make him look like roadkill, which is quite funny. Or you can just get him to sit on his abdomen like that. So I suppose that works. His head can also go up and down, but not by much, and his abdomen does not move because that is pegged into place. He does have a little bit of weapon storage, that being his millimeter port on the back, 5mm port, with his butt cannon, as I'm sure everyone likes to call it. His little butt cannon, which can plug in to the top, like so. And yeah, that looks about as daft as you'd expect it to. I do wish that you could do the usual thing with an ant transformer or a bug transformer and just stick this in his abdomen, like in the show, how he would just have it as a jetpack on his butt, but we'll get into that in robot mode. But yeah, overall a very, very nice little representation of the Ant Boy. So let's get into transformation. Transformation on Inferno is nice and simple, although going back into beast mode can be slightly irritating, especially with all the tabs. It's very much just folding out arms, folding out legs, the stuff that we're used to with beast formers. And the way that everything folds away and hides away is nice. It's a very nice transformation. And here we have Inferno in his robot mode. I've got to say, this guy looks absolutely incredible, really screen accurate to that on-screen model. I mean, the head looks great. That is definitely probably the most notable thing that definitely looks screen accurate. I mean, it just looks gorgeous. It's done in that nice metallic baby blue colour, along with some other highlights that you can just see all over the figure. One thing I do quite like is also these faux ant legs here, which of course on the original figure, if you didn't already know, they would flip down and form back legs, which, speaking of that original Inferno Beast Wars figure, God, that thing is a weird figure. One thing I don't quite like about that original is a couple of the missiles will become the ant legs, so of course you'd lose them. So there goes the ant mode, which is a little bit annoying. But overall, a very, very nice rendition of that on-screen appearance of Inferno. I'm glad that we finally got some love for this guy. He is certainly a weird, weird boy, but he certainly deserved a decent figure like this. Of course, you've got that nice ant chest formed from the head, which is pretty cool. The The head itself is really nice, done with red light piping, which is really nice, and you can even get him to scream with a big fat red tongue in there, which is pretty cool. Speaking of articulation, you can open and close his mouth. His head is on a ball joint, so you can get a nice range of movement there, and you can even make him look really confused and daft if you so wanted to. His shoulders are on mushroom pegs, but unfortunately due to the ant legs, you will find a little bit of issue trying to pose this guy. A little bit of in and out on a hinge there, or an off hinge. There's also a mushroom peg, but again, ant legs will get in the way, and stiff joints. Double joint for the elbow, which is nice, and you can break his arm if you wanted to, so you can just do it if you want, like I like to do. His hands will rotate, but sometimes they will bring the ant legs with them, so just be careful with that, and you'll have to adjust when you're posing this guy about. His waist is on a nice swivel, mostly for transformation, but his butt does get in the way, so you will have to lift that up to get that rotation there. His legs are on a nice hinge, so you can get a nice spread there. Nice back and forth, although again, the butt will get in the way. Rotation there on a mushroom peg. Nice double jointed knee there, which is mostly for transformation, but you can get a nice range of motion there. And again, you can break his leg if you wanted to, like that. Nice ankle tilt, which goes pretty damn far. You can get a little bit of toe bend, or a far toe bend, which is mostly for transformation, and that was his gun, so I'm going to have to retrieve that in a second. And his heel can also rotate down at 90 degrees. But yeah, overall, not a bad little figure. There are a couple of things left to showcase on this guy, so we're going to turn our attention to his big fat butt. So by opening up his big fat butt, you can get his trademark. I don't really want to call it what I was thinking, but his turbine butt, and that will rotate. Unfortunately, due to the way that I have my ant legs, I have them pointing up because it just makes the figure look a little bit cleaner than most. Because if it's down by the waist, it just looks wrong. But you can turn his turbine like so, and you can make him look like he's flying. So with a flight stand or any kind of stand, you can have him floating. So here's his gun. He can, oh, nearly dropped it again. He can hold it in his hand. It is just a 5mm port, so he can hold it and look daft doing it. Or you can plug it up his butt, and there is a certain way to plug it. There is a nice little crevice here to go just in there. It will just plug on like so, and you can give him his, I mean, let's not beat around the bush, it's an ass cannon. I'm pretty sure that's worse than Hot Shot. So yeah, he can have his ass cannon. Yeah, he's a weird dude, but it's a pretty cool figure. I'll give him that, despite his ass cannon.
Those Maximal scum. I will get them. What in the hell?
My queen! My queen!
I really wish you'd stop calling me that.
It's those damn Maximals again!
I really don't care. Go somewhere else.
But my queen! My queen!
You really have to stop calling me that. It's getting annoying.
But my queen! It's the Maximals!
Yeah, I still don't care. Now buzz off, or I'll make you.
Yes, my queen.
I really wish I didn't bring him back here.
Overall, I would say that this guy is a pretty decent little figure. I like the fact that it is just a standalone figure. Of course, they have repainted it into the Antagony mold, which is pretty good. I mean, it's a black and purple version of this guy. That just appeals to everyone. But it's nice to see that they've gone with a new mold for this guy instead of reusing parts and retooling for a Beast Wars figure. So let's face it, Beast Wars get stale very quick, especially when you're reusing parts. Yeah, it's a weird figure, but I like it. It's pretty cool. It will look great on the Beast Wars shelf whenever I get around to having a spare shelf. The giveaway has ended and we do have a winner. I have already commented or replied to that comment. I have my laptop just here so I don't butcher the name horribly, but I'm hoping that they see this video. I am hoping they'll see this. If not, I will do a post and try and contact them some other way. But our winner for the giveaway is Andrew Grant 2990. So you can get in contact with me through Instagram or comment on this video and we'll try and sort something out, or send me an email. We'll sort something out and we'll get those figures shipped off to you. Thank you to everyone that joined the giveaway. Please don't think that this is the only giveaway that will be on the channel. There is many more to come throughout the year. I will try and make it a thing that we do a couple of giveaways here and there. We'll do something. We'll do something. But it's just my way of saying a little thank you to you guys for all the support that you've given me so far on my journey here. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, then don't forget to smash that subscribe button. And apparently if you say subscribe in your videos, the subscribe button starts to do this weird glowy thing. So go hit that. And I will see you guys for the next one.